Hey there, it's Dr. Omeb, and this week on Just What the Doctor Ordered, we're going to be talking about the Roadie 3 guitar tuner. Let's check it out. Realistically, if you're watching this video, you already know what this device is, so let's jump right into it. First thing you gotta do is power on your tuner. It'll power up. Make sure the Bluetooth is on and you've connected this device to your phone through the Bluetooth. Then you open up the app and nothing. So I'd already preset this up, but I guess it didn't save the device, which is kind of annoying. So we're obviously having some connectivity issues. I had this problem before and it didn't want to connect. So let's hope we're rocking and rolling here now. I've been having this problem the couple times I've tried using this to get ready for this video, where it doesn't seem like it wants to sync the app up to the device. So we're trying here, we're having no luck. You see it says syncing on the device. It says syncing on my phone still. So here we are inside the app. What I'm looking at is I've been trying to get this thing synced now for about 10 minutes. The phone says it's connected, but tuner still says syncing. So for whatever reason, two aren't communicating properly. So let's take a quick look at the app. You have a control for manual tuner. So you can go in here, and right now it's set at a half step down. You can click on which key you're tuning. It's pretty easy to do. Now, what I think is a cool feature is if this connects, I've programmed in one of my guitars. I've got my 1997 classic gold top here. So this picture is. So you click on it, and this will send that to the tuner that I want this guitar in this tuning. So this I've got set up to C# right now. Because I play a lot of Black Sabbath, so I thought it'd be cool to tune down to a low tuning and see how that worked. But you can change your tuning here. Tons and tons and tons and tons of different tuning settings. When you do this, you just hit sync. And it says it's synced, but no clue. Not sure what's going on here. So let's see if we can make this thing work. So here we are. I've got my 97 Les Paul gold top, and I've got the tuner here. I never was able to get it to connect with my phone, although it did seem to sync because the gold top tuning is now in here. So I'm going to do this manually. So what you do is turn it on. Yeah, let's see if you can see this. See if I can. There we go. So it says tuner. These are the different features in here. Tuner, metronome, winder, so that's for string changing, and your settings. It's hard to read backwards. And that's it. So we're going to go up to tuner. Back here, I'm going to change the tuning because I think right now this guitar is in E flat. So let's tune it something that's close to. We're going to go to tuner, gold top. Right now it's in C#, so we're going to click over again, and that way we can change the tuning. Here, all the preset tunings are inside the tuner. There's a lot. Oh, there we go. half step down. That's where we want to be. So here we are on E flat 2. It's going to be your E string. I've got locking tuners on this, Graph Tech ratio tuners. They are fantastic. Okay, that says it's in tune. We go to the next string. It's taking forever. And this is set to accurate. It's pretty close. At least I can't hear the guitar out here. It's running in direct. So let's see what happens when we drastically change the tuning. Let's go to we can go here, full step down, D. So I'm going to change where this guitar is at. Let's see how long this takes. This doesn't seem to be working so well. Can't make up its mind what it's trying to do. Up, down, up, down. Yeah. All right. Not so great on the first try. Now, this guitar here and this one has the Tronical tuner on it, which is kind of why I wanted this, because I really like the Tronical tuner. This guitar would be tuned in 30 seconds. Done. And in tune. So right now I'm not seeing much of an advantage over having the Tronical tuner, other than the Tronical tuner is kind of hard to get at this point. So one of the tunings I was really interested in doing was the C sharp tuning, C sharp standard, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's a Black Sabbath guitar, there's a Black Sabbath guitar, there's a Black Sabbath guitar. I really like Black Sabbath, and I play in a group with Vinny Appice every once in a while. I'll bring him in town and we'll play Black Sabbath all night, so it's fun. But I need that C sharp tuning. So you can see here, let me adjust this so you can read it. There we go, C sharp standard. It looks right, but when you back out, it says C sharp 1. That's a bass guitar note. That's not the frequency of C sharp 2, which would be the guitar range. And I know this because when you do the tuning, let me go back. Yep, so drop C sharp. We can see that. Get it zoomed in. All right, now we're going to back out. The first note is C sharp 2. This is different frequency. So for the C sharp standard tuning, they've programmed the wrong frequency into this thing. So it's useless if you want to tune to C sharp. So I gotta say, I'm pretty bummed. There's nothing I like more than to write a prescription for you, my musician friends, to get yourself a new piece of gear. And in this case, I just can't do it with the Roadie 3 because it doesn't seem like it's ready. I bought this about 6 or 8 months ago on the crowdfunding site, Indiegogo or whatever it is, because I thought this was a cool piece of gear to get behind and help fund. Because like I said, I use the Tronical tuner on several of my Gibson guitars, and it's really fast, really easy, and it makes my life easier on stage when I'm switching songs that are switching tunings randomly. Because let's face it, most of us, if we're playing outside of our bedrooms, we're playing in a bar gig, not on huge stages all the time. Or maybe you are, and I hope you are, because that's really cool. I enjoy doing that. But most of the time it's bar gigs, and there's always some drunk in the back that says, hey, play Freebird, or in my case, hey, play Into the Void, or Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. And that's why I bought this, because I don't want to take a guitar out just to play 1 or 2 songs in C-sharp tuning. So much easier if I can just press a button and go. But as you saw, this doesn't really work right. First of all, syncing to the app isn't functioning. You saw, and I let it go for about 15 minutes, and it never did sync. So I turned it off and turned it back on. Everything seemed to be there. It did transfer over, but it never stopped syncing. So I don't know if it's a compatibility issue with the cell phone I use, or if it's a problem with this. Another issue, as you saw with the tuning, some of the strings, it's a little quirky. It didn't want to tune the string, and it took a long time. So it would be much faster for me to tune my guitar manually than to sit and wait on this thing. Granted, I did have it set to accurate, but it still shouldn't take that long because I can tune the guitar accurately myself in a faster amount of time. And lastly, the tuning that I wanted it for, C-sharp, it has the wrong frequencies programmed into it. It has bass frequencies programmed into it, not guitar frequencies. So, as I said, I can't recommend this yet. Hopefully, Roadie sees this and they fix it, because this would be a cool piece of gear for us weekend warriors. But right now, it just doesn't work. So if you've liked what you've seen today, make sure you hit like and subscribe below, and make sure you hit the notification bell so the YouTube overlords know you want to see my next video. So hopefully I'll see you again soon with a new piece of gear, and thanks for watching Just What the Doctor Ordered.